Paying homage, paying respect to Rabindranath Tagore, the great poet who won the Nobel Prize for his epic work Gitanjali, which he translated to English himself. And here I have the good fortune of reading a few stanzas from the epic book Gitanjali. Thou hast made me endless, such is thy pleasure. This frail vessel thou emptiest again and again, and fillest it ever with fresh life. This little flute of a reed thou hast carried over hills and dales, and hast breathed through it melodies eternally new. At the immortal touch of thy hands, my little heart loses its limits in joy and gives birth to utterance ineffable. Thy infinite gifts come to me only on these very small hands of mine. Ages pass, and still thou pourest, and still there is room to fill. The next poem is called On the Nature of Love. The night is black and the forest has no end. A million people thread it in a million ways. We have trysts to keep in the darkness, but where? Or with whom, of that we are unaware. But we have this faith that a lifetime's bliss will appear any minute. With a smile upon its lips, scents, touches, sounds, snatches of songs brush us, pass us. Give us delightful shocks. Then, peradventure, there's a flash of lightning. Whomever I see that instant, I fall in love with. I can call that person and cry, this life is blessed. For your sake, such miles have I traversed. All those others who came close and moved off in the darkness, I don't know if they exist or not. And the final poem is called Paper Boats. Day by day I float my paper boats one by one down the running stream. In the black letters I write my name on them and the name of the village where I live. I hope that someone in some strange land will find them and know who I am. I load my little boats with shiuli flowers from our garden, and I hope these blooms of the dawn will be carried safely to land in the night. I launch my paper boats and look up into the sky and see the little clouds setting the white bulging sails. I know not what playmate of mine in the sky sends them down there to race with my boats. When night comes, I bury my face in my arms and dream that my paper boats float on and on under the midnight stars. The ferries of sleep are sailing in them, and the lading inns their baskets full of dreams. And now, I said it was the final poem, but I have a magnificent, the very famous poem where the mind is without fear, and I think I'm going to read it. Because I too am sailing my paper boats, and I hope they launch safely, they reach safely, and whatever reaches me is good. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever-widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom. My Father, let my country awake. And I repeat that, let my country awake with a new dawn in a new day, on a new day, and be free from the fear of Corona. In these times, I think this poem has a special meaning. Thank you so much.